This is one of my most popular videos, the right spots to touch a woman to arouse her sexually. And you know what? This stuff just, damn it, it just works. It just works. So that's why I tell you guys these things, because this shit just works. I'm Arica Angelo. I'm an author, speaker, television host. What else am I? Dating relationship expert, been on YouTube for a long ass time, giving advice to people for 16 years now. So make sure you subscribe and like this video. So at the very end, I'm going to tell you the real sauce, the real juice, the real tea on touching a woman sexually. But let's just get to the practical. Okay, so let's talk about it. I'm going to talk. I know you guys are guys watching this, but I'm going to talk to you like you're my girlfriends. Like, oh my God, let me give you the tea. So here's the thing. When you are making love to a woman, when a guy, oh my God, when a guy reaches the fingers through the hair and they just start sliding it along the scalp and just like slowly and like just like digging the hands in the hair and just like kind of giving it a little pull. Oh my God. We love for our hair to be touched. We love it. That's why I'm always telling guys, even in the beginning stages with a woman, like when you see a woman, I don't care if you just meet her at the coffee shop, like have the balls to do this. When you see like she's talking and her hair like gets in her face, when you just come and like gently remove it, like not even put your finger on her face. She doesn't want that because she has makeup on. She doesn't want you to touch that. But when you just take the finger and you go to the end of it and you move it, oh my God, it's so sexual. Like this is why it's so important for men to like be courageous and not be like sheepish about things, because it's like there are opportunities everywhere and women are so pissed off when you guys aren't taking these damn opportunities. It's like the universe is just like throwing them at your feet, but you're not fucking getting on them. So get on them. So yes, even if you're in the beginning stages and that hair comes across your face, like just removing hair, it's so intimate. And I always tell men this, by the way, I do have a free course for you guys. It's 7 exercises to make you confident in the bedroom. Make sure you get that. It's going to be in the comments. It's in the description. It's completely free. So download your free guide there. Make sure you grab that. Yes, because I'm talking about this stuff in there, but I get to go a little bit more in depth. So here's the thing. Like when you trust yourself to like take these opportunities, it's a complete game changer, because a lot of times you guys want to focus on logical things like what to say. Like you guys are like really into like what to say to a woman, but like there's like an easier path. You do realize that. I have been shouting this for ages. Like the easiest path to connect with a woman and to touch her is through touch. It's through touch, touch her to where she has a memorable experience with you, where she doesn't stop forgetting, is through touch. Like, and it can't be a timid touch, guys. It cannot be timid. Like when you say hello to a woman, like make sure nothing is done with timidity, not like a weak handshake or not like a tap hug. Oh, this energy is like, bleh, bleh. Did you get that? Blech. It's so gross. It's so repelling. Like, I don't care if you guys are even just friends. Like, don't give her that weak energy. Like, give her a good, solid, tangible connection. Hold it for a little bit longer. I think, when you just touch and you remove it quickly, it just shows inferiority. It shows insecurity. It shows timidity. No. Let it linger. Also, when you're talking to a woman, like, make sure that you just like touch her arm and not just pap. And I do this with people all the time. Like I was just talking to my girlfriend and I were out for dinner last night here in Monaco, and it's where I live. I know. And so I'm with her and the waiter was coming up, and I love men. It's not a secret. Like, I love men. And so he was like talking and he's really charming and he was trying to like, he's giving us his French humor. And so I just was like, oh, bless you. And just like touching his arm. That guy, before he was like, I have to go to my next job. He had another job in Nice down the road. And he like came and he's like, but I'm just letting you girls know that I'm leaving. And I looked at my girlfriend, I go, when has any French waiter come and told us that he was leaving? Like, they're typically not like that. They just are not as, they're not like Americans. They're not like getting tips. So anyways, she goes, Arica, it's because the way you were connecting with him, like you were connecting with this person. That's why he felt that. It's the same thing. You get to do that with women. It's like when you're talking to her, just putting your arm like up, like touching, putting your hand on her arm right here. She's talking, I'm like, interesting. Or when you're walking, it's putting the hand in the middle of the back. Oh my God, it's these things, you guys. But let's also talk about sexually. Like, when I'm just jumping all around, so you better be taking notes. Like, if you're not getting this, this is your fault. Like, take some fucking notes. I'm telling you the real deal. When you are like, let's say, I'm getting so excited. So even before you guys like get to the bedroom, if you can just like touch, like if you're sitting at a bar and you just like, obviously she has to be into you. If she's not into you and you guys aren't on a proper date, then don't do this. This is for a woman that you're actually vibing with. Like, just touching her calves, like I'm trying to show you, but I'm not that flexible. Touching her calves, like just gently touching the inside of her calf as she's talking to you. Or when you see like her skirts like showing too much, like just taking it and like covering it for her. It shows her, it's a subconscious way that you're showing her that you're in charge and that you're taking care of her. Because at the end of the day, our baseline need from you guys is to feel safe. That's like the base level of what we're really craving. And so when you just touch her on that inner leg, it's the unexpected places. And it's those kind of areas that build the heat in her vagina. Like, these are the right spots to be touching a woman. It's before you penetrate. It's before she takes her clothes off. It's even like touching lightly around here, around the clavicle. Am I saying that right? Is it the clavicle here? Or is this the clavicle? Anyways, the collarbone. When you just gently touch there when she's talking, oh my, like I'm just doing it to myself and I'm like, you know, it's those gentle things. Or I think I've shared this with you guys before. I had a guy who was in the friend zone with me and he's married now. So I'm sure his wife would not appreciate the story. But when he was single and I was single, and he was definitely in the friend zone with me, and we were like grocery shopping because we were going to cook dinner together. He came up to me and I was like facing the produce, and he came up and whispered, like almost where it felt like his lips were about to be on my neck, but he whispered in my ear and he was like, you look really good in that outfit. And I could feel his breath and him just leaning up that close. That like changed the game for me. He went from friend zone to out of the friend zone with that. So guys, there are these gentle ways that you can be touching a woman to build that sexual escalation with her, but you have to do it. Like, there's plenty of opportunities. But like, then when you guys are making out, like kissing on a woman, like in between, like on her thighs, inside of her thighs, like kissing there, like very gently, and not even like an aggressive tongue, but just make sure your lips are moist and just like rubbing your lips inside of there, like gently, and then giving it a good little, like a little bite. You guys, like, good luck if she can like wait to come before you guys even have sex. Like, there's so many gentle ways that you can be touching women to arouse them sexually. But man, I'm telling you, the hair thing is like such a big one. Or even like just taking your finger, the tip of your finger, and just rubbing back and forth when you're talking to her like that. It's a soothing touch, but it also gets her back into her body so that she can feel a sensual woman. Because here's the thing, I'll just be honest with you guys. Us women, we are kind of getting like screwed up like you guys too, where because we make our own money and all that, like these are masculine roles for us that, okay, we're doing it, but unfortunately for a lot of us women, we're getting stuck in our head. And so when we get stuck in our head, it really ruins sex for us too, just like it ruins sex for you guys. Like, the more masculine we become, we start having the same problems as you guys. So if you want her to get into her femininity, you have to arouse her sexually through touch. It's the only way to bypass this portion of her. And it's the quickest way for you guys to build connection, to build momentum, to have beautiful, passionate love making when you get in the bedroom. I mean, I feel like I could do a whole video on like sucking toes. Not all women are into that, but I have to say the first time that was done for me, I was like, I didn't know that there was ways that could turn a person on. I was like, I knew nothing at the time. And I was like, what the hell? And I'm saying there's all these erogenous areas on a woman's body that you can be touching. So start doing it. And like I said, if you're even just friends with them, it's just like when you see those opportunities, like when her hair is in her face, or maybe like, you know, she moves her shirt, and if you just like help move her shirt. Now listen, if you're hanging out with really rigid women, like this isn't going to work. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about women who are just kind of, they're comfortable in their bodies. Just start taking those risks. You know what I mean? And when you hug women, like don't give them these docile hugs. Like really like give them a proper hug, and maybe even just like kind of like hold her face and be like, hey, you need to know it's really good to see you. When a man operates in his strength like that, when he touches like that, like there's something inside of a woman that just makes her feel safe. It makes us feel so safe in this world. Like we could just fall into a puddle before you when you lead this way. This is why it's so important for you guys to get your confidence. And listen, I think that when a man is confident in the bedroom, he becomes really confident in every aspect of his life. And I believe that this actually makes men very successful too in their lives, like more money, promotions in their career. But you gotta feel confident in that. That's why you need to get that you can download that free guide right there in my comment section and in the description. But guys, listen, there's so much ample opportunity for you guys to touch us, and we want to be touched. We want to be touched. Like it just makes us feel so safe and loved. Yes, are there the few like 5% of women on the planet who don't want to be touched? Yes, okay, we're obviously not talking about those kind of women. Like, okay, so we're not talking about them. But the 95% is what you should be focusing on. Don't worry about where you're going to fail. Focus on the opportunities where you can succeed. Focus on the women who are open to these kind of things. Like when you do touch them and they're receptive and you see them soften. Focus on those women. But you guys get so screwed up when you're just saying, well, I read that women don't like this, and I met this one woman and she didn't like it. So don't hang out with her. It's not rocket science, guys. Quit making it so fucking complicated. If a woman is whiny or bitchy, then fuck off. Don't waste your time on her. Like you're defeating yourself by focusing on what you can't have. Focus on the women who are open to these opportunities, and let those other women sort themselves out or not sort themselves out. It's none of your damn business. But focus on the women who are open to your male sexual energy. Save yourself the frustration and focus on the people that you can win with, not the people that you keep failing with. Does that make freaking sense? I hope it does. So make sure you subscribe and like this video. And I want to hear in the comments section, of all the touches that I shared with you, which one was your favorite touch? And I have a feeling someone's gonna be like, yeah, please make a video about toe sucking. Not that I'm an expert on that, but hey, we'll give it a shot. So yes, let me know in the comment section which one you liked. Get that free guide. Oh my God, you can download it right now. It's free. Get a hold of it. I love you guys. Here's a whole list of videos that you can watch about this. Build up your confidence. Know what you're doing. Know where to touch women. It will change how you feel about yourself. If you want to feel more powerful, you want women to respect you, start feeling confident by applying this advice. See you soon. Take care.